As the 2024 season is officially over, I wanted to do my own rankings before the official rankings drop, likely sometime in mid-January. So without any further ado, let's get into the top 20 rankings.
That's it.
And she gets the set. 3-1.
After disappointing 33rd place at Genesis X, Magi would step it up, making top 8 at the other two majors she would attend in 2024. Coupled with tournament wins at smaller events such as Low Tide City 2024 and Smash Camp New Legends, and wins over several top 5 players, Magi has shown that she can still hang with the best and continue winning.
3-1.
Spark is in a weird spot this year. His lows include a 49th at Don't Park on the Grass and a 33rd at Genesis X. However, these two showings wouldn't define Spark's year, as he would go on a Cinderella run to 4th place at Pat's House 4 with wins over Kadoran, Jmook, and Moki in a row, practically cementing himself as a top 20 player.
Spark barely closing it out.
You'd be fooled by Crudo's stat that he doesn't have any top 10 wins this year into thinking maybe he doesn't deserve a top 20 ranking. However, the single stat does not tell the full story of Crudo's year. With a win over a now top 10 player, and several other of the world's best with multiple 5th place finishes at majors, Crudo has proven he can do it, and maybe, just maybe, a top 10 ranking is in his future if he can start to clean up his top 10 head-to-heads.
Oh, Florida man goes out there.
Although Axe isn't quite at the summit of Melee's top players anymore, he's certainly not all washed up. With wins over multiple top 10 players and a top 8 at arguably the second biggest tournament of the year, Axe 100% deserves the spot among Melee's elite. After Junebug's unprecedented run to 3rd place at Supernova 2024, a lot of people chalked it up to bracket luck. Then, Junebug would shut everyone up by going on an incredible 5th place run at the Eggdog Invitational, beating Triff, Kadoran, and Moki. Junebug has shown that yes, it is possible for Donkey Kong to reach top 20 in the world and could soar to even greater heights in 2025.
Oh my god! June really goes for that?
Salt could become the second greatest Falcon of all time. She has the amazing wins, she has the placements, and she is showing zero signs of slowing down going into 2025 after capping her year off with a 7th place at the Nouns Invitational, with wins over Amsa, Joshman, Junebug, and even Mango. Circling back to Salt possibly becoming the second greatest Falcon of all time, that Mango win marks the second time a Falcon has beaten the greatest player of all time, and she did it with a 3-0.
There's huge though. The panic
Gentlemen.
roll working out. That's it.
Many people have written Triff off, as he hasn't made top 8 at any of the 2024 majors he went to, which may be perceived as a sign of a bad year. However, it's possible Triff just has some of the worst bracket luck of anyone in 2024. His head-to-heads speak for themselves, with wins over Jmook, Moki, Amsa, Joshman, and Wizrobe. If Triff can travel to more events in 2025, maybe he will break that top 8 curse.
Read it again! DI'd it on the down air, and Triff steals it away!
SDJ has had a pretty incredible year if you think about it for more than a second. They have made top 8 at 3 of the majors they've been to, with their lowest placing being 17th at Tipped Off 15, combined with some amazing wins and being one of the only people to put a halt to Nikki on his incredible run to 3rd place at Don't Park on the Grass 2024. After Sunsei exploded onto the scene with a 5th place finish at the Big House 10 in 2022, Sunsei would slow down a tiny bit in 2023, not being able to make top 20 that year. However, this year alone, Sunsei has taken sets off Zane, Cody, Jmook, Moki, and Aklo, coupled with a 3rd place finish at Gommel X, and Sunsei has proven once again that he might be able to rise to the occasion, possibly becoming the best player in the world of 2025.
Straight angle will seal the deal. Sunsei representing Alberta.
For being far and away the greatest Falcon of all time, you think Wizrobe would have had a more notable year. The thing is, his year has been amazing. A top 8 finish at Genesis, winning CEO 2024, 0 bad events, and being Hungrybox's personal demon. Wizrobe has proven time and time again he deserves to be considered among Melee's best.
Oh, the turnaround! He got the knee! It's done!
Wizrobe wins it!
Even excluding Nikki's incredible Don't Park on the Grass 2024, Nikki has had some amazing runs, including a win at the biggest European major of the year, SAPF, a 9th place at Eggdog Invitational where he managed to beat Wizrobe and push both Hungrybox and AMSA to the limit. However, as we know, these events wouldn't be what defined his 2024. Instead, it would be his run at Don't Park on the Grass 2024, where he would take sets off Dawson, Jmook, Aura, Swedish Delight, Axe, Cody, Schwab, Zane, and Joshman in a row, before finally bowing out at 3rd to Aklo.
No, he's gone! He's gone! 3-0 and a handshake!
Joshman has finally broken into the top 10 after a stellar past few years and has single-handedly put an entire continent on the map. He also showed incredible growth throughout the year, going from 13th and 17th at the start of the year all the way to consistent top 8s, including a 4th place finish at Don't Park on the Grass and 5th at both Supernova 2024 and Nouns Invitational.
It's a back air! Josh takes it over Xbox!
Some say Hungrybox has fallen off. This is simply because he hasn't won a major since Riptide 2022. However, I think it just comes down to the community having such high expectations of the former 3-time world champion. Hungrybox has solid head-to-heads and incredible consistency. If Clutchbox can return, he might just go back to another era of domination. And I'm all here for it.
1 minute. That's it! And there it is! Oh, the chair! No! Oh my God! I called it!
AMSA started off the year incredibly, with 2 silver medals at major events, including the most prestigious tournament of the whole year in Genesis X. However, his results would go off the rails at both Gamal X and the final 2 tournaments of the year, but his highs are just too high to ignore, and if he can keep up that consistency, along with finally conquering his demon, Cody Schwab, who he has finally beaten twice in a row to win LACS Rivals, maybe a path to best player in the world lies in the best Yoshi's future.
Nice jab!
After an incredible 2023, Aklo would start to slip at the start of 2024. This would be reflected in his summer ranking being ranked 15th in the world. However, Aklo would not let that rank define the rest of his year, as he would go on not 1, not 2, but 3 runs to grand finals at major events. If he can keep up this consistency and surpass his now best placement to win a major, maybe a player who uses a Link counterpick against Marth has what it takes to become the best player in the world.
There it is! They're 3-1. Aklo making his way to winner's finals.
Moki was in a really weird spot in 2023. He hadn't even made it to grand finals of a major, however his results had otherwise been incredibly consistent, with a string of 3rd and 4th place finishes granting him 4th for that year. In 2024, there were whispers of Moki potentially winning a major, but as the year went on, his chances looked to be slipping after heartbreaking losses to send him down to a 17th place at Supernova 2024. However, Moki would then shock everyone, going on the run of a lifetime to win Don't Park on the Grass 2024. He would proceed to almost repeat this feat at Nouns Invitational the next month, giving us arguably the set of the year in the process, where he and Aklo would put on a light show in the losers semis, where Moki would prevail and go on to place 3rd.
Oh my God!
Oh, no jump!
No jump, ledge.
He finds it!
He calls it out.
There it is! Moki takes it!
Moki finally brings one home.
You may be tempted to question my choice of ranking Jmook over Moki, and you'd be forgiven to think that other than Nouns Invitational, Jmook had an admittedly bad year. However, his slump in the middle of the year doesn't include 3 other 2nd place finishes at super prestigious events, being Full Bloom 2024, Plat Fight 2024, and Gamal X. I definitely don't believe the best Sheik in the world will lose the ability to win majors anytime soon.
And Jmook, Nouns Invitational.
If you've heard it once, you've heard it a million times. Never sleep on the kid. While it is true Mango's results did slip a lot at the end of the season, we must not forget his incredible consistency in 2 major wins from January to August. If Mango can put together the will and determination to be the best player of 2025, the rest of the field should be very scared of what a Mango who gives a shit can do.
He's got it! Mango Supernova 2024, your champion!
After the tightest race for number 1 in Melee history in 2023, Cody looked to be on pace to become the back-to-back world champion in 2024. That is, until Zayn would win 6 majors in 2024. However, we can't forget Cody's incredible wins at Genesis X, Eggdog Invitational, and an all-time losers run at Battle of BC6. If Cody can recreate those runs, a path to 2025's best player in the world could be in sight for not just the greatest Fox of today, but the greatest Fox ever.
Oh, and there it goes. Cody.
I'm telling you, he knows his percents. That was.
I thought he was going to live for a second, but Cody in Genesis 10, Melee, singles, champion.
It feels like Zayn has been the most dominant player of the 2020s, yet officially he has only been ranked first on the year-end ranking once. In 2021, Mango overtook him. In 2023, Cody would go on an incredible run at the end of the year to just barely edge out rank 1, with only 3 games separating Zayn from becoming the best player in the world twice in a row. And while this isn't quite back-to-back, Zayn has had an incredibly dominant year, taking home 6 of the 13 majors of 2024, with Cody winning half that at 3, being the next highest, and for what it's worth, I think that's something to be proud of.
Easier off, and that's it!
Wow.
Zayn!
With another one.
Crazy losers run.
Add it to the list.
Added to the list, the back-to-back Gommel champion. One in
let's go.
2023, one
Let's
Gommel
go.
X. That's his
Congratulations.
4th major win for this year for Zayn.
Hey,
Wow.
Zayn,
He took
for that
last
number
year
1
as
spot.
motivation.
If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. This video took me a ton of time and I'm closing in on 1,000 subscribers and I would really like to hit it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.